It's not natural.
Oh, hey, Nolan, welcome back. Do you think that something is immoral just because it's unnatural?
Do I think something is immoral because it's unnatural?
Yeah,
Yes.
Nolan, you wear glasses, right? Something's not good or bad or right or wrong just because it's natural or unnatural. That's the appeal to nature fallacy. And I'm trying to demonstrate to you why, you're somebody who wears glasses. Those glasses are unnatural, but they help you. Something unnatural like glasses could help you, or something like chemotherapy, which is unnatural, that can help people survive cancer. Well, something unnatural like hormone replacement therapy can be very helpful for a trans person. Let's actually focus on something about like whether or not it's helpful versus harmful, rather than just logical fallacies like what's natural or unnatural.
I wasn't born with glasses, but I was born with my eyes not being 30/30 or 20/20 vision.
I don't disagree with that.
So in that case, in a way, it would be kind of natural, not necessarily, but they help me see. But
Okay,
in
so
the
let me
same
get this
way,
straight. Your eyesight is naturally bad, and you unnaturally correct your eyesight. I naturally experience this kind of gender dysphoria about my natural body, so I unnaturally corrected it. You're just describing how medicine works. I mean, people naturally develop cancer, but then we use unnatural chemotherapy to treat the cancer. It's okay to treat something natural with an unnatural means, so long as you're helping people. And medical transition is shown in the medical literature to be profoundly helpful for trans people.
if you say so yourself, when I see people depressed, I know people who transitioned who didn't like that lifestyle, the transition who
Well,
they
sure.
were biologically made
Everybody's
to be.
different. I don't think that everybody's trans. Certainly is a real phenomenon that there are some people who are transgender and who benefit
I
immensely
understand,
from
but we're
being able to
raising all this
transition.
money that's a waste, and you're having all these plastic surgery when
I haven't
natural
had any
woman
plastic surgery, Nolan.
breast transplants, this, that, and the
I haven't
other.
had any breast transplants, Nolan.
That's what a lot of trans women have.
Honestly, like, that's their freedom, but I don't have any of that. So, like, what's the problem?
Biological women are more beautiful than trans
Okay, that's
women.
just an opinion. I mean, I
No,
think that trans women
it's
are very
because
beautiful
they can
myself.
naturally reproduce, so they're more beautiful. Because you're
I
paying all this money and
Hold up.
you can't
That's a
beg that you.
wait, Nolan. I gotta stop. That's a bit yikesy. You're saying that somebody is less beautiful if they can't naturally reproduce? Do you think that like infertile women are less beautiful?
No, well, you
You
weren't a
just said
woman
that
you were
somebody
born
is
with.
you just said that somebody is
No.
less beautiful if they can't naturally reproduce. That's pretty harmful, right?
No, it's not harmful. You have to think of it like this. Their body structure was naturally made, where you're paying all this plastic surgery to get
No,
refurb
Nolan,
on your
no,
body and your
Nolan,
skin and
stop. I still
skeleton
haven't.
and
Wait, Nolan, you're wrong. I still haven't had plastic surgery. I did not get plastic surgery within the 1 minute between those talking points. You'll have to try again because I still haven't had plastic surgery.
why do you disagree with Kelly? She's smarter than you.
Sorry, that's the funniest thing you've ever said, Nolan. Why do I disagree with Kelly? Because she's wrong. And also,
Well,
she
you're
said
trying to
some
force
heinous
transition
stuff
amongst a young
about black
age.
people, which is,
You're trying to
quite
force
frankly, extremely
transition.
racist and just not okay.
I talked with her. She's really nice. And you're trying to force transition amongst young kids at a young age.
Wait.
Let them
When have
be
I
kids.
ever
Yeah.
advocated? Wait, hold up, Nolan. When have I ever advocated for people being forced to
You
transition?
said that kids should be allowed to transition at a young age.
Do
No.
you see the difference between should be allowed to with the supervision of doctors and therapists versus forced? That's like a really big difference. Because, like, I've never said that people should be forced to transition. I'm pro freedom. I believe that, medicine should be practiced between doctors and their patients, that the government, the big government, shouldn't be enacting authoritarian measures to override this doctor patient relationship, which is based off of research backed medical guidelines. Call me a freedom loving American, but I think that that should be between a
Well, I
doctor
think you
and their
should love
patient and not the
who
government.
you were naturally called to be. You
Naturally,
should
I
love
was
who
called to be a trans woman, and here I am a trans
a
woman.
trans woman is a trans woman, not a woman in general.
I just said
Just a
that I'm a
trans
trans
woman.
woman.
So
Yeah, I
you
was called to be a trans woman, and I'm a trans woman. What's wrong with that?
no, I was just asking if you agree with the point on trans women are trans women,
Yeah,
not
trans women are
women
trans women. That's tautologically true. That'd be like saying squares are squares. Yeah, X is always going to be true.
Why do you want them to transition? They should love who they are naturally made to be. I understand they can get
Well, I
bullied,
just
this,
want
that, and the
people,
other.
yeah, I can answer that. I just want people to do what makes them happiest and what's going to be best for their mental health in the long term.
I don't think
And
it's
what the peer-reviewed
gonna be.
medical literature shows is that for people who are genuinely transgender and who have diagnosed clinically significant gender dysphoria, it seems very clear that medical transition is the best thing they can do for their mental health in the long run. If that's something that's desired and that's been discussed with their doctors and their parents and their therapists. And so I just support people's freedom in the pursuit of happiness. I mean, you would support life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? The founding fathers, right?
But you can't match it to appeal it to that. You can't match it to appeal it to that. They should love.
I literally just did. I just explained to you why allowing people to have the freedom to transition enables them to pursue happiness. That literally gives them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I just did connect it for you.
No.
So wait, you disagree with the founding fathers?
No. This is love. Not that we love, but that he loves. He sent his one and only son as atoning sacrifice as our sins. And what I believe love is loving who you were naturally made to be, biologically made to be. I'm not talking about
Nolan, stop. Wait. Nolan, Nolan, I have to ask you a question. Are you not loving who you were naturally made to be when you wear glasses to correct your natural lack of eyesight?
I'm talking about biological.
Well, Nolan, you're not loving who you are by wearing glasses. God made you with broken eyesight. So why don't you love that about yourself? Why do you have to change what God created?
I'm not changing anything by wearing glasses.
You're changing your eyesight by wearing glasses, and you're doing so unnaturally.
This is the stupidest thing.
I'm so glad you understand that your argument is the stupidest thing, Nolan. I literally just told you your own argument, but about your glasses rather than about my gender transition. Your own argument, when applied to your glasses, is the stupidest thing according to you. Nolan, you played yourself.
Shanta was right.
What was Shanta right about?
The inappropriate stuff that you do while posting inappropriate things online that kids can see, and then the other thing.
What are you talking about, Nolan?
Is in the indoctrination.
When I make educational content,
agenda you put on kids.
What are you talking about? I post educational content.
You post agenda on children. You want agenda.
I don't even know what this agenda is.
The agenda is forcing the LGBTQ community on kids when they're younger.
Forcing? Wait, Nolan, we already clarified that I'm not forcing anything on anybody. I'm just allowing people to express themselves freely. I'm pro-freedom. You're the one that wants to enforce binary gender onto people. I don't want to enforce that on anybody. I want to give people the freedom to make autonomous decisions involving doctors and psychiatrists and therapists and their parents. I'm the pro-freedom side. You're on the forcing side of things.
There's only male and female, and that's who we're created to reproduce, male and female, and it says what your genitalia says underneath, and that's it.
What does that have to do with anything? I do believe that there are male sex characteristics and there are female sex characteristics. Yes, there are penises and vaginas, but what does that have to do with anything?
What do you mean? What does that have to do with anything?
So you just told me that like penises and vaginas exist, and like I don't dispute that. So like I don't know why you brought that up.
What you are biologically and what your DNA.
Are you talking DNA? I also believe that DNA is real. What does that have to do with anything?
Your DNA backs up who you were biologically born as.
Okay. So wait. My DNA, the DNA that I had as a baby, did determine kind of some of the characteristics that I would naturally develop. However, another thing that determines the characteristics you develop is how your genes actually expresses themselves. And that's going to depend on a lot of environmental factors, including hormones. So later in life, if you start taking cross-sex hormones, your DNA now gets read in different ways, and it causes your body to express certain female traits. Some of my biology's changed. I mean, that's just how biology works. Like, obviously I was born a baby, but I'm no longer a baby. Nowadays, I mean, I was born male, and nowadays I'm a transsexual female. Some of my biology's changed. I'm not denying anything about my biology. I don't know why you keep on bringing up biology, because I don't disagree with the existence of biology. Biology's real.
I understand biology's real. But why couldn't you accept being a male or this, that, and the other? Like, why can't you accept who you're made to be?
Well, I think that I was made to be a trans woman, but I think that I was made to be a trans woman in the same way that you were made to wear glasses so that you can have good eyesight. Obviously, it's not what I was just born as out of the womb, but rather it's something that I can use as a tool to help me. So, Nolan, hold up, Nolan, give me one second. I recognize that I was born male. it just wasn't right for me. Just like how you recognize that you were born with bad eyesight and it wasn't right for you. And because of modern medicine, you can fix your eyesight. Because of modern medicine, I can take HRT and be happy with my body. That's a wonderful thing for me. I am so much happier now since being allowed to have the freedom to transition, because I am a freedom-loving American, and I hope that you would not take away my American freedom to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. No, we might have broken him. Okay.